Saba's stories. The legend of Hora, the Afghan girl. Once upon a time, a girl named Hura lived in one of the beautiful cities of Afghanistan. Hura was the daughter of a rich weaver. Hura's father had taught his daughter to weave. One day Hura's father decided to do business with ships. So he asked Hura to accompany him on this trip. The father had decided that if he saw a good young man on the trip, he would choose Hura for marriage. They set off. They went from one island to another. Hura's father did business and made a good profit. Hura always dreamed that she would marry a prince. One day there was a storm in the sea and their ship sank. Hura's father and all the crew were drowned. Hura went to the beach with the broken boards and was saved. A native family found him on the beach. They took him home and nursed him back to health. When Hura regained consciousness, she told them the bitter story of her life. He was very sad and always said to himself, "I wish I didn't come on this trip and stay in our city." Time passed. He was just getting used to living with that kind family when something strange happened again. One day some unknown men came to that island and captured the men and women of the island. They were slave traders. They took the young girls and beautiful women of that island on a ship to take them to other countries and sell them. Hura was also among the slaves. Once again Hura was thinking about her fate. He used to say to himself, "I wish I didn't stay alive and I would die too. Why do I have to suffer so much?" The slave traders sold the slaves in the market there. Hura's world was ruined for the second time. A man came to the slave market and was looking for a slave to work in a wood factory. He made wooden bases for ships in his factory. The man did not find a slave, and when he saw Hura, his heart burned. He bought her to help his wife with housework and took her to his house. A short time later, the wood seller also lost all his capital. He was forced to build the wooden bases of the ships by himself. When the man's wife and Hura saw that he was alone, they were helping him build the foundations of the ship. Hura also learned the construction of wooden ship foundations from that man and his wife. Shortly after, the owner of the wood shop asked him to go to Java with a cargo ship and sell the wooden legs of the ship at a good price. Hura, who knew himself to be indebted to that man, accepted and went on that business trip. When the ship arrived near China, the sea became stormy again. Hura remembered the bitter experience of his previous years, when the ship and his father had sunk in a stormy sea and he was the only survivor. This time, Hura was alone on the coast of China and did not know what to do with this fate. He used to cry a lot and said to himself, "Why do I feel sad when I touch anything?
Why does so much misfortune happen to me?"
He was walking alone in the city. At that time there was an old legend in China which said that one day an unknown woman who is not from this land will come here, and she is the only one who can build a tent for the king. At that time, no one could build a tent in China. That's why the king of China ordered his soldiers to take her to the king's palace whenever they see a strange woman. Everyone was waiting for this legend to become a reality. When the soldiers saw him walking alone in the city and crying, they went to him and took him to the king's palace. The king asked Hura,
"Can you build a tent?"
"Yes, I think I can,"
replied Hura. Hooray, got to work. Hura needed thread and rope to weave the fabric of the tent. He remembered his father's teachings. Then he made thread from different plants and wove the fabric of the tent. A long and strong wooden base was needed for the tent pole, but the Chinese did not have such a thing. Hura remembered the experience of the sawmill and ship foundations. He himself made strong foundations for the tent. Hura built a very big and beautiful tent with the help of the experience he had gained during his many years of traveling to different places. When the king of China saw Hura's masterpiece, he said to him,
"What is your greatest wish?"
Hura also defined the fate of his life. The king of China said, "This bitter fate that you think has always been with you, all the steps of a ladder to take you to the top. Now that you are here, what do you wish for?" Hura also wanted a calm and carefree life. The king of China also ordered a good prince to marry him. Hura had a good and comfortable life in China with his wife and children until the end of his life.